This is December 18th, 2017. I'm just amazed that I can remember these two special poems. And I want my family to have these, a special memento. Because I'm not going to live forever. And they are very special. I am Mary Jane Ferguson Kerstetter. For some reason, my mother, Hazel Della Grubb Ferguson, decided that I should learn something. I should commit something to memory. So she started teaching me two selections. The first one, I guess I better tell, because the cat needs to be in this story. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas by Georgie Tucker Smith. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and Martha Jane Lee went to take one more look at her bright Christmas tree. She had done it herself. She had had so much fun. She had hung strings of balls here and there, one by one. A long string of popcorn, a bright colored chain, and 10 star-shaped cookies that spelled Martha Jane. At the top was an angel, all silvery and white, reflecting the red, greens, and blues of each light. Martha Jane smiled and got down on her knees, and giving each package a shake or a squeeze, trying to guess what each present might be. Happy, inquisitive Martha Jane Lee. There was one gift she wanted above all the rest, something she dreamed of but never expressed, something alive, a pet, all her own. Sometimes she grew tired of playing alone. She had written to Santa. She had been extra good. But now that they'd moved to a new neighborhood, maybe he wouldn't be able to find her. But yes, Santa knows everything. So she fixed him a sandwich, some milk, and some cake, as she did every Christmas. And still wide awake, placed them on a tray before the fire so that they'd be sure to be found right away. Then she kissed her mommy and daddy goodnight, said a prayer at her bedside, and turned out the light. I'll listen for Santa, she thought. I won't peep. I'll just listen. Just listen. And as she was listening, she fell fast asleep. 'Twas the night before Christmas, behind an old shed, where a tiny wee kitten jumped out of his bed. He was hungry and cold. His soft little fur seemed to shiver and quiver with each little purr. How he'd like to curl up in some little girl's lap and settle down and take a nice nap. But food he must have, so he bounced through the snow, cold, hungry, and lonely, and nowhere to go. He'd sink into snowdrifts, be buried from sight, but on he kept going till late in the night. He came to a doorway, a dry, sheltered place, shook the snow from his fur, wiped his paws and washed his face, and had just settled down and was going to sleep, when kerplunk! From the roof fell some snow in a heap. Up Kitty jumped, hit the door with a thump, and his little heart turned a somersault. Thumpity thump. Now someone upstairs heard the noise and came down, and opening the door with a puzzled-like frown, stuck out his head looking this way and that. Kitty rushed in, quicker than scat. "Well, there's nothing in sight," the man said with a yawn. "But it sure looks like Santa's been here and gone. There isn't much food left, but look at the toys. I wonder what made that strange noise." He went back upstairs. Kitty peeped out from a large footstool. The room was aglow with the lights on the tree, and he just stood there and looked. There was so much to see. A doll and a high chair, a table, a sled, 2 books and a sweater, and a little doll bed. Then he smelled something and grew wide awake. 2 brown crusts of bread on the tray, and some cake. He ate every crumb to be seen, never lifting his head till he had licked that plate clean. Then, seeing the doll bed, he stretched out with ease and went fast asleep, just as cute as you please. "It's Christmas morning! It's Christmas morning!" Martha Jane cried. As she threw off the covers, her eyes opened wide, she rushed down the stairs, several steps at a bound. Her eyes just couldn't believe what she'd found. A doll in a high chair, a table, a sled, 2 books and a sweater, and a little doll bed. And out from that doll bed peeped 2 shining eyes. "A kitty, a live one!" she cried in surprise. She cuddled him close. She stroked his soft fur. She loved every inch of him, even his purr. 'Twas the night after Christmas, and Martha Jane Lee, with her toys and her kitten, sat under her tree. The kitty curled up like a ball in her lap and had just settled down to take a nice nap when Martha Jane said, "We belong to each other. Just think of that." And Kitty said, "Meow, meow," which of course meant, "Me too." The second poem that Mother insisted I put to memory is called Santa Claus. He comes in the night. He comes in the night. He swiftly, silently comes, while the little brown heads on the pillows so white are dreaming of bugles and drums. He cuts through the snow like the ship through the foam, while the white waves round him whirl. Who tells him? I know not, but he soon finds a home of each good little boy and a girl. His sleigh is so long, so deep, and so wide, it can carry a host of things, while dozens of drums hang over the side with the sticks sticking under their strings. He mounts to the chimney top like a bird and drops to the hearth like a bone. He places can you get that up? Mm-hmm. The little red stockings he silently fills till the stockings will hold no more. The great little sleds for the great snow hills are placed silently on the floor. Then Santa Claus mounts to the roof like a bird and glides to his seat in the sleigh. Not a sound of the bugle or drum is heard as he noiselessly gallops away. He rides to the east, he rides to the west. Of his goodies he touches not one. but waits for the crumbs of the Christmas feast when the dear little folks are done. Old Santa Claus does all the good that he can. His wonderful mission is his. So children, be kind to that little old man when you find who that little man is.